Hi everyone!
Hello guys, welcome back to my vlog. Today is October 5th, 2019. Because Markis P. Welby is a random channel, you never know what something random is about to occur. Just like right now. The other day, I got groceries at Walmart. I usually do about once every 2 weeks. And every time I go by this certain aisle, and they have just this one section of clearance items. Very rarely do I ever order or buy anything from the clearance rack because nothing really pops out to me. Well, this time around, there was one thing that I haven't seen in several years. I mean, there's a certain section at Walmart where they have giant cans of this and giant jars of that, but not this kind of brand. They had just one left, so I was like, you know what? I've never done this before. What the heck? So I bought it. Now, if you excuse me, this might take a few moments, because this thing is so big, I won't be able to grab the whole thing with my one hand, so I'm going to have to try to lift it like this, so... Now, I'm only going to do this just once, before I set it back on the bed. I have a giant can of beef ravioli, 108 ounces. That is almost 7 pounds of Chef Boyardee goodness. Originally retailing for $5.78 according to the clearance sticker that was once on it, I got that can for $4. Considering that the average sized cans of Chef Boyardee ravioli, which is about maybe 15 ounces worth, sells for about $1, you're getting 7 cans worth for the price of 4. That is a terrific deal, nonetheless. Now, what should I do with it? I mean, I can't eat this by myself. I would probably get sick if I ate it all in one go and probably get a food coma. I could even try to eat this for lunch and dinner 3 days in a row, but I would probably get sick of it real fast. Just, the thing is, this giant can is just not meant for one person, obviously. I bought it because, like I said, I have never bought anything like this in my entire life. Sure, I bought the average cans of ravioli my whole life. That's no problem. I just don't see these very often anymore. They do have the medium-sized cans, which sells for about $2.50, and it feeds 3 people, or it serves 3. This one should serve about 7. Let me look at the nutrition facts. It says servings is 12, but it's for 1 cup. And 1 cup is kind of like, I don't know, maybe like 9 ounces or something like that. So what should you do with a big can of beef ravioli? Well, if you're asking me this, I know of a few options. One is, I could always donate this at some food drive, where some people donate cans of corn, vegetables, and pasta and whatnot. I could donate this, and then whoever's running the thing, they'll look inside the box and be like, oh my god, look at that big can! That'll feed like 30 people! I could also invite a few members of my family over for dinner, and that's all we could eat. It would probably be pretty bland, but what else could you do? I thought of another thing I could do with that giant can. I could always set it right next to all my plushies, so maybe I have someone over, they'll look at my plushies, they'll be like, a giant can of ravioli as a collectible? They're gonna think that I'm really weird. Maybe I could set it next to my french fries plushie and make it just a little bit more comfortable. Now, every time I see a big giant can of food, or a big jar of mayonnaise or relish, maybe a can of beans. As a matter of fact, the clearance aisle actually did have a few cans of giant, I can't think of the brand, but it's baked beans. I think it's B&W beans or something like that. Good thing I don't like baked beans at all, so I didn't buy any of that. I just bought the can of beef ravioli. But would giant cans or jars of this come to mind? As in, I gotta word this right. Every time I look at this, one thing comes to mind, and that's hunting. or maybe even fishing rather. So whether if you're hunting for bear or moose or fishing for salmon or bass, usually you're a guide and you have a few hunters or fishermen over at some cabin somewhere in the wilderness, and you have to feed your hunters, whether it's like lobster or burgers and whatnot. A giant can of ravioli would pretty much come in handy, even though I wouldn't recommend feeding it to them as their main course. I mean, if you had maybe a dozen hunters, give them, like I said, it actually makes sense because the nutrition fact says 12 servings in this can, so you can give them 9 ounces of ravioli as a side dish, and it would work perfectly. The same thing for giant jars of mayonnaise and relish. If you're having a whole lot of burgers or hot dogs, you need plenty of condiments as well. So that's what pretty much these giant cans are for. It's meant to be fed to a party and not to like 1 or 2 people. You could say that the reason why I bought this is because I can officially like check this off my bucket list. Mark, you finally bought a giant can of Chef Boyardee ravioli and just held onto it for a short amount of time. Check! Done. So I really don't have to do this anymore. I did it because, what the heck, why not? It's random, of course. So, if you ever buy or plan to buy any cans of mini beef or overstuffed ravioli, please don't buy giant 108-ounce cans. Go for the original 15-ounce cans. Or maybe if you have another person over and you want to... sorry, my voice is starting to get dry a little bit. I haven't had a drink in a couple of hours, but if you have a friend or two over and they want to eat the same thing, then buy the medium-sized cans instead. Just simply put, please don't buy this giant can for yourself. It's just pointless and doesn't make any sense. In other words, don't be like me. Anyways, that's going to do it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and don't forget to check out my gaming channel, Markis Gaming, for video game Let's Play content. I will see you later, but until then, like always, take care.